Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about the subject of what is the most fertile soil for hatred. Well, I think that the most fertile soil will come from the fact that we are ignorant about certain things. If we're ignorant about certain things, well, we will have a sort of hate. And it's most of the time not really caused because we just as human beings have hate or we're predisposed to it. It's more from the fact of fear. And that's where you can see, think of the example of a dog or a guard dog that you trespass or you're going into this property of a friend or whatever. The moment they see you, sometimes they get protective and they'll start barking. And that comes from fear. Same with an animal that's in the wild or just an animal that you don't know. Some are friendly, obviously, but there's sometimes the fear that causes this kind of, you're protecting yourself. You're protecting yourself from the unknown. And I think a lot of people are educated a certain way, or something has been told to them at a certain time in their life for years, and they just believe in this or that without really having understood what the real essence of the thing is. And the fear of not knowing, there's a lot of times with religions and politics and stuff like that, people like really fighting and not accepting this and this and that. And that really comes from the fact that not understanding something is kind of alien to us. And if we don't have that sort of learning kind of thing, that sort of thing where we want to learn, that sort of thing where we feel like we should learn, that we should get better at something, then fear comes, and it comes from ignorance. And that is one thing that I think that a lot of people that are in power sometimes fear taking away ignorance from the common people, from the commoners, as they say, or the middle class or the poor class. Because if they are educated in something, then they are able, or educated in life just in general, then they're able to overcome their class. And if there's more people in an upper echelon, then the protected places, the places that are hard to get to in the higher echelon, are kind of taken over by these newer people, and the people in the high places risk losing their power. And that's where a lot of, in reality, a lot of that fear and ignorance is given. And if you can instill ignorance and create fear, then you create tensions between even the people within those middle classes and lower classes. And then again, once again, the world will be created by the people who have the most power, which means the people that have the most money. Does not mean that they are the most intelligent. All it means is that they have been able to, through circumstances, through work, through something, they've been able to get to a higher plane, and because of that power they will want to stay there. And I think that a lot of people are not educated in finances, they're not educated in how to live properly, they're not educated in jobs, and sometimes, a lot of people will stick to that regular 9 to 5 because of, in some way, the ignorance and the fear of not being able to make that money to live and to survive. So we'll go into a false state of safety at a lesser amount of money so that we can live just enough, or even a little bit more than enough, and be happy in some ways. But then the people who are more educated will take the higher risk and make the people believe that they are taking a much bigger risk, whereas their risk is probably like a little bit smaller. Some months, maybe in the beginning, they'll make less, but then all of a sudden they'll make a boom and really explode, and then they'll be making 1 year of salary compared to 1 year of salary in a regular job, and they'll make that in 1 month. So each month or each year they'll make 12 years of salary or more, whereas the commoner person who's ignorant, who has fear, who has hate because it's given, and listening to the media and all that stuff, then they kind of get stuck in that vicious cycle. Well, yes, they're able to live, but at the same time they're not able to enjoy as much as the people who have less of that fear. So at the place of listening to stuff so much, try to educate yourself, try to learn, try to do things differently, because sometimes you see everybody running in one direction, but the actual real way of doing things, and the best thing to be done would be to run in the complete opposite direction, do it differently than everyone else, and then you can come up better. You know, as they say, if all your friends are jumping off of a bridge, would you do it? So that's it. That's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.